Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. So we're up and running. Now it's Piontek. It's Piontek! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kivior demonstrating his defensive quality there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looks to the other side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, can he get onto this? Zielinski. Lewandowski. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Zalewski crosses it. Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Piontek clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Takes a shot! There it is! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He can get that clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Bednarek. That's an imaginative pass. Referee's given a throw. Mucci. That's really well manoeuvred. Kivior. Zielinski. And it's Frankowski. Cross goes in there. Jim's and the shot! He's got it all! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Zielinski. Bednarek. Zielinski. Frankowski. Zielinski. Zielinski. That's really well cleared. Played into space out wide. Frankowski plays it across.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Kivior cuts out the pass. Zielinski. Moved on forwards. Piontek. Piontek, that's a delicate pass. It's run loose here. Broja. Looking to break at pace. Mucci looking for a runner. And it's gone back to the keeper. Bednarek. Zielinski. Now it's Piontek. Proves too strong.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Piontek. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Have it back. And can go again. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Zalewski. Kivior. And he goes cross-field. Now it's Piontek. Frankowski. All driven towards the far post. Bednarek. And it's Frankowski. Lovely feet. Delivered with a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Here comes another cross. That is clearly overhit. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Zielinski. Zielinski played out towards the right wing. No, he's overshot the green. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep...
Diving header! That was superb goalkeeping.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Zielinski. Lobbed in behind. Frankowski takes aim and crosses. That's what shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come loose. Poland have reclaimed it. And it's Zalewski. And here's the chance to counter. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Roja looking understandably energised after his goal. And the finish! He scores! And they've got their lead back.
Albania, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
After 17 minutes is number 17.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Lewandowski. Time to deliver. Zalewski. And here's Lewandowski!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Quality ball. Calmly anticipates. Frankowski. Frankowski. Zielinski. Very nicely done. Plenty waiting in the middle. Frankowski. Now here's the delivery. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Poland got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Frankowski. And it's Zielinski. Zielinski, oh, good spread. Frankowski has a look inside the box. Oh, smashing header! Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Usai shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Great defending, strong and determined. Frankowski did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bednarek. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Frankowski. Bednarek. Out to the left it goes. Zalewski. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. Kivior shifted upfield. Played out to the right. Piontek. Piontek tries to thread one through. Zalewski. Looking for a decent ball in. Aimed in towards the centre. Lewandowski has a goal! And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! And somehow it stayed out. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Frankowski. Zielinski. That's really well manoeuvred. Asllani. Zalewski. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Kivior, and the keeper's got it again. Frankowski. Zielinski. And here's Zielinski. Lewandowski. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ah, he's given... and he shoots! Aslani. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking here to chip it through. He'll try to keep this alive. It's gone out for a throw-in. Zielinski. Usai makes the interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Aslani. Now it's Mucci. Does really well to win the ball there. Now this could be a chance. Lovely, now then. Lewandowski gets flagged offside. Strakosha, long ball by the goalkeeper. Piontek. Piontek was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And claimed it back swiftly. Broja. And he's straight offside. Aslani attempts a clearance. That's been drilled forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kivior. Zielinski. Aim forwards. And it's played forward. Usai goes forward. Kivior. Zielinski. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Broja. So, what can they make of this? Piontek. And they can counter here. Aim forwards. Now it's Piontek. Piontek, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And a goal kick. Wins the duel this time. Brilliantly cut out. Moved on forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Piontek gently. It's Lewandowski! Oh, split-second reaction.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And it's played forward. He's cut it out. Now that's well seen too. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Aim forwards. Gets good distance on it. Kivior. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Lewandowski. There will be a throw-in. Zalewski finds himself offside. Kivior does really well to win the ball there. Played towards the other side. Frankowski. Moved on forwards. And he's there to clear it. Roja, now he's off and running. Zielinski, Bednarek. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Looks to the other side. That's really well manoeuvred. Frankowski. And here's Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. That's really well manoeuvred. Usai, gently done. Clears it away. Zalewski did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Zielinski. Bednarek. Frankowski. Mucci. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's managed to get free. Mucci. Do have a chance to counter here. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. That pass has been well intercepted. Kivior. Zielinski. And it's played forward. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And here's Lewandowski. This is gone, that's a foul. Zielinski goes short. Now who's going to be first to this? Knocks it out wide. Frankowski. Here it is, crossed in. What a throw in. And the first 45 minutes are up. Poland are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Poland clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Lewandowski, Zalewski. A chance to play it in.
Poland clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Ball's played through. That's a little off target. Bednarek, Zielinski. Moved on forwards. Zielinski. Frankowski. And it's Zielinski.
Biontek really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mucci. And here's Broja. Broja! That has been knocked clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Zalewski. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Frankowski. Zielinski. Piontek. Oh, that's a nice ball. Zalewski. Zalewski climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Time for a change in personnel. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought the starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Kivior. Zielinski. Now it's Piontek. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Now it's Zalewski. And it's Zielinski. Cleared away. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mucci. Well timed, excellent interception. Zielinski. He's had a shot! Magnificent! About as smooth as it gets. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Frankowski. Zielinski. Piontek. Frankowski. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And across it goes. It's a mighty effort! And one more try! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Frankowski. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Mucci. Broja. And the shot! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Broja, he'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And now he has two. So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Piontek. Frankowski. Zielinski. And Here's Lewandowski. Decent chance! It's a loose ball. Great defending, strong and determined. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Bednarek. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Mucci. Ashlani. Aim forwards. Bulka claims it, and the danger passes. Frankowski. And it's played forward. Out to the right. And the shot! Goal! Poland! Into the lead once more. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Bednarek. Now it's Piontek. Zielin's chance for a shot! Could be danger here. Clears it away. There are a few waiting for it. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
This was all about good movement in the box just to allow him to get to it.
And here's Broja. Broja! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Broja really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
No way through, so back it comes. And it's Mucci. Jim City has been caught there, it's a foul. Mucci! And that has been cleared. Showing good feet. That's really well manoeuvred.
Albania really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Frankowski, and he's got his cross in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Usai shifted upfield. Kivior. Oh, easy pickings there. Mucci. This is promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Aslani. Now it's Mucci. Oh, nice touch. Bednarek. Zalewski. Kivior, aim forwards. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Roja chasing after it. Zielinski. Piontek. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's Piontek! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Thumps it clear. Jim City driven forward. Now it's Piontek. Chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Poland really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Defending of the desperate variety. And a chance! That's going to go a long way.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kivior. Zielinski, and it's played forward. Piontek. Oh, good spread. Throw it. Piontek. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Clearly not happy with that. And it's Lewandowski. And it's shot a goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Aim forwards. And he's searching through. Played down the flank. And they've got a throw. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
We expected better, and so did he. Zielinski. Zalewski. Zalewski, gently done. Oh, it's come loose. Piontek. Piontek! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Roja, now he's off and running. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's there to clear it. Thinks one through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the pass is intercepted. Zalewski. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Broja. Ashlani. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear.
Broja really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zielinski. And it's been played through.
Poland clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Frankowski. A heavy challenge.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Back into the middle. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Zielinski. Frankowski. Zielinski. Frankowski, who does have an assist to his name. Zalewski. Broja does really well to win the ball there. Moved on forwards. Aim forwards.
Albania really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Piontek.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Mucci. Moved on forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ashlani. Foot in.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Poland surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Wins the duel this time.
Albania really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Zalewski. Zalewski. Zalewski puts them all in. And he's heaved it away. And it's Zalewski. And here's Zielinski. Zielinski. Zalewski. Played into space. Frankowski. Hit into the middle. Danger averted for now.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bednarek. Frankowski. Bednarek. And it's played forward. Zielinski. Kivior. And that's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chance here to counter. Zielinski. Goes for a shot!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Play for a throw. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's hoisted clear.
Albania really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That has been cut short. Now it's Lewandowski. Piontek. And here's Lewandowski. Tries a deft little ball. Zalewski. Now it's Piontek. Zielinski. Steaming on goalward. Can he finish?
Poland nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Poland close now to seeing this one through to the end. Zielinski. Bednarek. Frankowski. Bednarek. Aim forwards. And it's Aslani. Good chance here! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Can he... Oh, they could be caught out here. And that's aimed into the middle. Piontek.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that's a throw-in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kivior can get it clear. Aslani. Final seconds, this has to be it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Albania really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Kivior. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now that's well seen too. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski played out towards the right wing. Up towards the front line. Cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. He's going to be disappointed with that. We are into stoppage time. Frankowski. Zielinski. Into the channel. Frankowski. Frankowski's cross.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Jim City forwards and with intent. Zielinski moved on forwards. Piontek done delicately. It's Piontek! And he has kept it out somehow.
Piontek is offering a right smile there.
And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Poland decisively doing what they needed to. I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't a fair fight to start with, so if they played to their strengths, there was always going to be one winner.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.